Good morning, all. I start the class. And before that, I just go through the last problem what we discussed. Okay, briefly I will explain that. Then I will go for the next part, next type of the problems. So in that problem, we discussed about there is a truck A and truck B. There are the two trucks. They given the alternatives for the transportation use. Okay, and these are some details they given for that particular truck for the transportation use. Okay, now here this problem, as I already explained in the last class, we have to go through the important point of the problem. Okay, what is that? The first one, we have to think that whether it is a revenue dominated or cost dominated. Okay, this is the first point we have to say that whether it is a, if is mentioned the cost, then it is a cost dominated, and it is a estimated annual maintenance cost, then it is cost dominated. Okay, now initial investment always it shows that it's a downward direction. Okay, then here the second point, whenever you are going to see that whether it is upward direction or downward direction, you have to decide. How we are going to decide? If it is a revenue, then we consider it as a revenue dominated cash flow diagram. Okay, if it is a cost, then it is a cost dominated cash flow diagram. Okay, this is the first point we have to see that. Okay, revenue or cost dominated. Second point, what we are going to decide whether it is a equal life or unequal life. Okay, if it is a equal life, then you have to start drawing a diagram, cash flow diagram, and write down the equation for that particular cash flow diagram and find out the present worth of a particular alternative. Okay, if it is an unequal life, and in our last class I explained the procedure how to solve these unequal life problems. See, I'll tell you, once you enter the class, don't leave the class. Okay, again and again, I don't want to give enter the class again and again. Okay, don't leave the class up to the completion of this. Okay, and next, if it is an unequal life, then there is a procedure I explained in the last class. That is a, first we have to find out the LCM, then you have to draw multiple cash flow diagrams for particular alternative. Okay, and join the cash flow diagrams and make a one common cash flow diagram. Okay, after drawing a common cash flow diagram for the alternative, then you have to write down the equation for that common cash flow diagram what we draw. Okay, after that you have to find out the present worth of a particular alternative. Okay, now in this problem they given the unequal life, that is 5 and 10 years. Now you have to find out the LCM. You will get the LCM 10 years. Okay, then the cash flow diagram for first truck A, we are going to draw two cash flow diagrams, 1 and 2. Okay, then join both cash flow diagram at end to end. Okay, now we have to write down the equation for this one, for this common cash flow diagram. Clear? After that, go through the second alternative. Here we are going to get only one alternative, one cash flow diagram, because it is for 10 years. Okay, then simply you have to draw this and write down the equation for this cash flow diagram. Then you are going to find out the present worth of a alternative B, that is a truck B. Okay, now we have to write down the conclusion. If it is a revenue dominated cash flow diagram, select a higher value between the alternative. Okay, because higher value we have to find out, because it's a revenue. Always the person, the businessman, what he's thinking, always I have to get the revenue more than the investment. Second, if it is a cost dominated cash flow diagram, then you have to select a lower value of the particular alternative, because whenever you are going to spending money, always we have to think about the less cost. Okay, and this is the conclusion. Compulsory you have to write. Okay, this is the problem we discussed in the last class. Now the one more type of the problem is there. Okay, he's not going to mention whether it is a cost dominated or revenue dominated by giving the values. He's not going to mention the cost or revenue. And how we are going to decide whether it is a cost dominated or revenue dominated? Okay, in this problem we have to discuss that investment proposal A and B have the net cash flow are as follows. Okay, there's the two proposals are there. The net cash flow they given for the end of years. Proposal A and B. Okay, the values in rupees. At the 0 time period, minus 10,000. At the end of first year, 3,000. Second year, 3. Third year, 7. Fourth year, 6,000 rupees. Okay, and for the alternative B, for alternative B, we given again at the 0 time period minus 10,000, 6, 3,000 and 3,000. Okay, compare the present worth of A with that of B at the interest rate 18%. Which proposal should be selected? Okay, now just say that in this table what they given, he is not mentioned anything about the revenue and cost. He given just the numbers. Okay, in rupees 3,000, 10 minus 10,000, 7,000, 6,000 like that they given. But we have to draw the cash flow diagram by going through these values. Okay, as I already explained in the last class, see this positive value. Okay, upward direction, negative value, downward direction. Okay, if the problem is not given cost and revenue, these words are not used, at that moment you have to remember positive value it should be a upward direction, negative value it should be a downward direction. Clear? Now we have to draw the cash flow diagram for proposal A and proposal B. Okay, the present worth of A at the rate of interest 80%. The cash flow diagram of a proposal A is, see, now first one proposal A, how we are going to draw the cash flow diagram. Okay, don't go through these things. First I will explain this procedure how. Okay, first always you have to draw horizontal line which indicates time period of 4 years. Okay, from 1 to 4 year time period they given. Okay, now at the first year, at 0th time period they given 10,000 rupees. Okay, at 0 time period they given 10,000, but they used negative sign. Okay, negative means it should be in a downward direction. Okay, this is 10,000 at 0th time period. And the second year, at the end of first year, what they given? 3,000. Second year, 3,000, 7,000, 6,000. Okay, now at the first year, he is getting revenue of 3,000 rupees because it is in positive value. It is in negative value. Clear? Then second year also he is getting 3,000 rupees. At third year he is getting 7,000 rupees. At the end of fourth year he is getting 6,000 rupees. Okay, now at the rate of interest 18%. Now we have to write down the equation here, but you just see that when it is a common for all the year, okay, it is common for all the year, then I am going to use only one word, A is equal to P by A I N. But here he given that first year, second year, third year and fourth year are different values. At that moment, how we are going to write? Okay, say this. First, present worth of proposal A. Okay, at the zero time period minus 10,000, you have to write plus, because all the values are in plus, then A, P by A, I, N is nothing but what is, I'm only considering the first year. Okay, 1 plus A into bracket P by A, I, N. Then A into bracket P by A, I, N plus A into bracket P by A, I, how much? N equal to 4. Okay, now you just see that minus 10,000 for first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. Okay, now there's any other things are they given? No. Okay, now we have to substitute the values into that equation. 10,000 plus A is 3,000 into bracket P by A, I is 18, 1 plus 3,000 P by A, I, 2 plus 7,000 P by A, 18, third year. Then 6,000 P by A, 18, 4. Okay, now we have to find out the value of this bracket, that is P by A 18 1, P by A 18 2, 3, 4 by using a compound interest table. Okay, then substitute those values into the equation. Okay, you are going to get these equations. One is 0.8775, 0.7182, 0.6086 plus 0.5158. Say whenever you are going to use a compound interest table, see in front of that equation always you have to write down in a bracket using compound interest table. Okay, using compound interest table whenever you are going to substitute the values into this particular equation. Now solve this problem. Finally you are going to get 2052.10 rupees for the proposal A. Is it clear? First, we have to draw the cash flow diagram based on the sign they give us, positive or negative sign. Okay. Then, based on that equation, we have to write down the, based on that cash flow diagram, we have to draw the equation and substitute the values by using cash flow diagram and solve the problem. Clear? And similarly for proposal B at the rate of interest 18%. Same procedure you have to use for proposal B. 10,000 is a zero time period. First year 6, second year 6, third year 3, and fourth year 3. Okay. Now the present worth of the above cash flow diagram is calculated as same as minus 10,000 because it is a negative value plus 6,000 into by P by, oh sorry, here I did a one mistake, that is P by A, not P by A, it is a P by F because it's a 1, 2, 3 at the zero time period, it is a present worth. Okay, that is minus 10,000 P by P, I, N. P get cancelled, then it is minus 10,000. Okay, just make it a P by F because it is a future course of action, as he given that at the end of first year, that means after 1 year. That means ಈಗ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ 10,000 ನಾವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ minus 10,000. ಈಗ 1 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ 2 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ 3 ವರ್ಷ ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ P by F and sorry not P by A, A into bracket P by F I N, P by F I N, P by F P by F. Okay, just go through that. It is a future component. Okay, 1 year after 1 year after 2 year after 3 year. Okay, see, for example, if I'm going to give 1 lakh rupees to my friend, okay, I'm going to tell him after 3 years he is going to pay back that amount with interest. Okay, of I is equal to 10% per year. Okay, if it is a one type of a problem. 1 lakh rupees I'm giving to my friend and I'm telling him every year you have to pay about 10,000 rupees as a rate of interest 3%. Okay, every year, oh, first year, second year, third year, 10,000. After 3 years, he's going to pay 30,000 at a time. Okay, but every year he's going to pay 1 lakh rupees. It is also future component. That's why P by FIN, P by FIN, P by FIN, P by FIN. Okay, again I'm writing this to clarify. 10,000 plus A into bracket P by FIN, because feature of component A, P by F, N is 1, no? I 2 plus A into bracket P by F I 3 plus A into bracket P by F I 4. Okay. Say now for the second, the similar you have to use the procedure 10,000. 6,000 is A, P by F because future component, 18, I is 18, 1 for the first year, then 2 for the second year, 3 and 4 for the respective years. Now find out the values by using compound interest table. These are the values we are going to get it. Okay, because already we find out here. Okay, what is the value we are getting here? Substitute here. We are going to find proposal B present worth. The present worth of a proposal B is 2,767.40. Now write down the conclusion. Writing a conclusion because I don't know that it is a revenue dominated or cost dominated. Okay, how we are going to say this revenue or cost dominated based on the cash flow diagrams. Okay, now just it's all the values I'm getting inflow, that means it is a revenue dominated cash flow diagram. Okay, revenue dominated CFD. Now if it is a revenue dominated cash flow diagram, always we have to find out proposal A is greater than proposal B, then select a proposal B. Sorry, proposal B is greater than proposal A because 2050 to 2767. Okay, this one is bigger than A. Then we have to select B is greater than proposal A. Then select B. Okay, you have to write this equation. Okay, sorry, conclusion. Otherwise, you are going to lose 1 marks. Clear? Any doubt? Anyone, just unmute and give me feedback. Any doubt in this problem? Anyone? Are you there? Out of 24, Vinay N. Likhit. Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello. I'm not hearing properly. Okay. Okay. For we are going for the next problem. Okay. One more type of problem. You just see that why I'm taking so many problems for solving. Here different sentences what they given for the problems, how we are going to draw the cash flow diagrams. See, whenever you are going to draw the cash flow diagram, the sentences understanding of that particular statement which is given in the question, it is important. Okay, if you miss that understanding the sentences, then you are going to draw the wrong cash flow diagram, then you are going to lose the problems. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, that's why I'm taking more problems for a particular concept. Okay, in a previous problem what happened, here he is not going to mention whether it is a revenue or cost. Now here the same type of the problem, but is not given any table or anything. He given all the values in the statement. Okay, there's a two industries, one is novel industry and another one is innovative investment limited. Okay, novel investment limited, innovative investment limited. Okay, now go through the sentences how they are going to, how they are given the problem statement. A novel investment limited accept, it accepts rupees 10,000 at the end of every year. Remember this word. At the end of every year, 10,000 they are accepting for 20 years and pays the investor rupees 8 lakh at the end of the 20th year. That means here I'm an investor, example, okay, I'm for searching for some plants. Okay, now I find out, I found two investment companies. Okay, they given their own plans. Okay, they are saying that you invest 10,000 rupees every year in our company. At the end of 20 year, I'm going to pay you 8 lakh rupees. Okay, they are saying that. Now, this is for Novel Investment Limited, they are saying. And then second, what is Innovative Investment Limited? What they are saying? Innovative Investment Limited accept 10,000 rupees at the end of every year for 20 years. Okay, and they will pay that amount to the investor after 20 years, that is 15 lakh rupees. Okay, remember the first company what they are saying that they are after 20 years I'm going to pay you 8 lakh rupees. Okay, when you are going to invest 10,000 every month, sorry, every year. But what innovative investment plan, they the same amount you have to deposit in our company. At the end of, for 20 years, you have to keep pay that 10,000 rupees. Okay, but I'm giving 15 lakh rupees at the end of 25th year. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ನ. ಇವನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಈ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯವನು 10,000 ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 20 ವರ್ಷದವರೆಗೂ. ಓಕೆ, 20 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, 8 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡನೇ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ, ಅದೇ 10,000 ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 20 ವರ್ಷದವರೆಗೂ, ಬಟ್ 25 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ 15 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಅವರು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 20 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇದರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, now which is the best investment alternative? Use the present worth with the rate of interest 12%. Okay, remember this. After and before. These are the two important words in this particular columns. Okay. First, for the going for the solution, I'm going to take a two alternative. One is novel investment, another one is innovative investment limited plans. First, we have to draw the cash flow diagram based on the given values. Okay. First, I have to draw cash flow diagram for 0 to 20 years. Okay, now 0 to 20 years I drawn this. After that, now what he's saying that you have to invest this 10,000 at the end of every year. That means at the zeroth time period I am not going to pay anything at a zero. Okay. At the end of first year I'm paying 10,000. At the end of second year 10,000. At the end of third year 10,000. Up to that at the end of 20th year I'm paying 10,000 rupees every year. Up to 20 years. Okay. After 20 year, how much he is going to pay? That is in a upward direction 8 lakh rupees. That is my yes. Okay. That's why this is yes. We have to take at the rate of interest 12%. Now it is easy to write down because there is no need zero. That means 0 into multiply anything 0. Present worth of novel industry minus 10,000. This is minus 10,000 because it's in a downward. Means the cash has to be outflow from the investment. Okay, that's why I'm drawing downward direction. Okay. At the second year, okay, again he is going to pay 10,000. At the end of third year, again he has to pay 10,000. Up to 20 years, he has to pay 10,000 rupees. Okay. Now, after 20 years, he is going to get 8 lakh rupees. Now we have to write down this minus 10,000 to P by A up to 20. Okay. P by A up to 20. But there's a one question should be arise here. Okay. In your mind. In a before problem, what I said at the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, you are going to get the money. Okay, now you just see this in this problem. I written P by F I N for first year. Okay, P by F I N for second year. Sir, why you are not writing this P by F? Why you written P by E? Quite commonly you have to ask this question. Because see that why I am writing P by N in that column P by F. Every year if you are calculating that P by F I N, okay, that's our first year, second year, third year, fourth year. But here a 10,000 is common for entire year. At that moment I have to use P by A, that is the value of A. Otherwise you can also write down this column like this. Okay, P by F you have to write, but 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, up to 20 years you have to individually write down. Okay, 1, then P by F I 2 up to P by F I up to 20. You have to find 20 values for individual years. Okay. Simply because of that reason, I'm going to take a common A value, then I'm going to write P by A for 20. This is a common, I'm taking that for 20 years. Okay, that A value should be equal to 20 years. Okay, Now minus 10,000 P by A, 12 is the I value, that is 12%, and 20 is the number of years they given, plus because it is the upward direction, that is a F value, then F into bracket P by F I n. Say this is always F. Okay, whenever you are writing like this is F. Okay, and above that, if they are going to draw one more diagram, sorry, direction, and write down the S value, that is solvage value. Okay, along with the future comment point, I am getting a solvage of savings, then you have to write like this. Okay, cash flow diagram like this, it should be F, then yes. Okay, then P I, then N. Clear? Now here F into bracket P by F I N. This always is a after 20 years, that means that is F value. Okay, now substitute the values by using the compound interest table. You are going to get 7.4694, then 0.1037 from the compound interest table. You are going to get the values for these brackets. Then present worth of my investment is 8,266. Is it clear? See that after whatever the value I am getting after 20 years, okay, the present value of that after 20-year value is 8,266 rupees only. That means I am getting a money after 20 years. That should be a investment for 8,000. I am going to lose 800 rupees. Okay, 760 rupees I am going to reduce the value of my 10,000 after 20 years. Okay, just like a depreciation value. Is it clear? Whenever you are going to purchase a scooter or any bike after 10 years, if you are going to sell the same vehicle, is there any one person is paying that whatever the value you spent before? No. They are going to calculate the depreciation value, then you are going to reduce the cost of the product, then you are going to sell the vehicles. The same thing here. After 20 years, the value of your investment is 8 lakh. He is saying that. But the present worth of that 8 lakh rupees is only 8,266. Okay, this is for the alternative for novel investment limited plan. As the same investment, the innovative investment limited plan they given, same thing, the same cash flow diagram for this one, but only one changes. Here at the 20 year he is going to pay the money, but here what he's saying that at n is equal to 25, I give the 15 lakh rupees. Okay, right now you are not going to pay anything. At the end of first year 10,000, at the second 10, third 10, up to 20 years you have to pay 10,000 rupees. Next 5 year no amount I am going to pay, zero. Up to 20 years the same 10,000 I am paying. Next 5 year I am not going to pay anything and I am not getting anything from the company. But after 25th year he is going to pay 15 lakh rupees. Okay, now how we are going to write on the values? Minus 10,000, same, P by 8, 12, 20, plus this F, whenever you are going to write F is equal to P by F, I is 12%, but N is equal to 25 you have to use. Here I am using a N is equal to 20, but here after 25 years he is going to pay money to the investor, that is 15 lakh. Okay, now minus 10,000, same values you are going to substitute, but here the present worth for that investment planning, that is the innovative investment planning, they are paying 13,506 rupees. Okay, the future amount after 25 years, what is your investment cost? That is 15 lakh rupees. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅವಾಗಿನ ಕಾಲದವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಈಗ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಈಗ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೆಜಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 60 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೆಜಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೈಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ 12 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 86 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ the time, whatever the time period we are going to give, okay, based on that our present investment or how much it is we have to calculate. Okay, after 25 year ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ 10,000 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 20 ವರ್ಷದವರೆಗೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 25 year it will become 15 lakh rupees, 15 ಲಕ್ಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ 15 ಲಕ್ಷದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು? ಓಕೆ, 25 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ 15 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ 10,000 ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 13,506 rupees. Okay, at the end of the problem we have to write in the conclusion, the present worth of Innovative Investment Limited plan is more than that of the novel investment plan. Therefore, Innovative Investment Plan is the best for investor point of view. This one, it is very, very important whenever you are writing the what is it? Whenever you are writing the conclusion. Okay, investor point of view, you have to write down the conclusion. Okay, now you just see this 8,000, 30,000. Now the present worth of my 10,000 is 13,000. Present worth of the 8 lakh rupees is 8,266. Is it clear? And here also the similar problem, but there is a small change they given. Okay, this is the last type of the problem I am explaining for this present worth comparison method. Okay, after that, after finishing this one, then I go for the future worth comparison method. Till now, whatever the type of the problem I solved, I explained. Okay, you have to practice these things. If you are not going to practice these things, again and again I'm telling this in every class, I'm telling this one, you won't understand why they written like this, why they use F, why they are not using A, why they use A, why they are not used F. You won't be understand at the end of the at the examination time. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, you have to practice, and more you have to use compound interest table for solving the problems. Clear? Go for the last type of the problem. Example, a finance company advertised two investment plan. Okay, a finance company advertises two investment plan. They given an advertisement out in the media. In a plan 1, the company paid 12,000 rupees after 15 years for every rupees 1,000 invested now. Is it clear? Right now you have to invest 1,000 rupees. Okay, after 15 years I'll pay 12,000 rupees to you. Okay, then for investment plan, for every 1 year invested, the company pay 4,000 at the end of 10th year and 4,000 rupees at the end of 15th year. Select the best investment plan for the investor point of view. This is important. Investor point of view, you have to draw the cash flow diagram. At I is equal to 12% compounded annually. Okay, now for first plan 1, at the 0 time period, I'm going to invest 1,000 rupees. Okay, now I pay 1,000 rupees at the 0 time period, and then after that I'm not going to pay anything. Okay, at the 15th year he is going to give back that amount. F is equal to 12,000 rupees. Okay, now you have to write down the equation. Present worth for plan A minus 1,000 plus 12,000 is the future component, that is F into bracket P by F I N. Okay, now substitute the value by using a compound interest table. You are going to get 1,190 rupees. After 15 years, whatever the investment of your 1,000 rupees, it becomes 1,192 rupees. Right now, present amount. Okay, after 15 years. But for plan B, Right now you have to invest 1000 rupees. At the end of 10th year, I'm going to pay 4000 rupees. Okay, what he's saying that at the end of 10th year, I will give you 10,000, and at the end of 15th year, I'll give 4,000 rupees. Now we have to find out the present worth of the above cash flow diagram. Minus 1000, because of this is the P, minus 1000 outflow, plus 4000. Okay, it becomes a F into bracket P by FI, and because after 10 year he's staying that. Okay, F into bracket P by F I 50. It becomes 10, it is 15. Okay, now just see this. Minus 1000 at the 0 time period. After that, he's saying that after 10 year I'll give 4,000, and after 10 year I'll give 15 year I'll give 4,000. Now substitute the values for these brackets. Okay, you are going to get the present worth of your amount is 1018.80. Okay, now you just see that present worth is 1192, present worth 1018. Which one is the bigger? Okay, plan A is bigger than plan B. Okay, now the investor has to think, okay, which plan is better for him. Okay, the present worth of a plan A1 is more than plan 2. Therefore, the plan 1 is the best plan for the investor point of view. Okay, after 15 year, okay, if I am investing 1000 right now in that plan A, plan 1, after 15 year I'm getting 12,000 rupees. Okay, this is the problem. Then what is the present worth of that future amount? Okay, ಈಗ 15 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ 12,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಂದು 1,000 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 12,000 ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1,192 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವರ್ತ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ 1,000 rupees. Okay, when you compare your 15 years. Is it clear? Now, similar here, he is going to give 4,000 rupees at the end of 10th year, 4,000 again at the end of 15 year. Okay, now I'm getting a lesser than the plan 1. Then the investor has to invest that money in a plan 1. Clear? Okay, this is all about all the plans. Okay, you just see that I'll upload these things in my YouTube channel. You just go through that. Okay, go through the explanation what I given. Okay, see that videos. Okay, only don't see only 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, I can see that. Okay, that's why you just go through the entire thing to understand the problem. Okay, and also I will upload this PPT in your group. You just go through that, and I will share my notes in the group. Okay, this is all about what I explained. Okay, about a present worth comparison method. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ 10 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈಗ 10 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ ನಾನು 15 ಲಕ್ಷ ನಾನು ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? Okay, we are calculating in reverse. Okay, take an example of LIC. Okay, many people take example of myself. Every year I am paying 3,000 rupees, and he said that after 30 years you are going to get 35 lakh rupees. Okay, after my retirement he is saying that you are getting 35 lakh rupees. Okay, now I am investing 3,000 rupees every year. Sorry, every month I am investing. Okay, now what is that present worth of my 3,000? What is promised that after 30 years he is promising 35 lakh. Then what is my present worth of that 3,000? Okay, now I'm paying 3,000. That means it becomes a 3,800 rupees. Now I'm investing only 300, but 3,000. But now the amount value is 3,008 when I'm getting back. 800 rupees every month I'm getting for whatever I'm investing. Is it clear? This is all about the present worth of a future amount. Clear? Now this part is over. From this chapter. Okay, in this model, present worth is over. For your internal, you just remember that one problem I'm going to, for third internals, there is no any theory questions. Remember, only problems we are going to give for your third internal. One problem from present worth, one question from future worth, one question from annual worth, and one question from rate of return problem. Okay. There's a four types of the problems we are going to ask in your third internals. Clear? Okay, just stay in the class. See, I'm not using a Google Classrooms. Okay, that's why I'm not uploaded. I'm just directly I'm uploading your all the notes and all the things through a WhatsApp. And also you just go through my YouTube channel. Also, I am uploading those things. Okay. Say don't leave the meeting because I'm just taking the attendance of your presence in the online classroom. Say one more thing. Don't enter the class after whatever the time I mentioned in the class starting time. Okay, if I'm mentioning 9:15, many people they were entering into a classroom 9:45, 9:50. It won't be useful for you people. Okay, that's why I'm telling you. Only don't attend the classes for only attendances. Okay, if you want, I'll give the attendance, no problem. But the thing is, if you are not understanding the concept, there's no any use for you people. That's why I'm telling you. Before, if I'm saying 9:15, you just enter before 9:15. Okay, you just go through the concept. You remember this subject, particularly this subject is every second of our life we are using. Every second we are using. ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಊಟ ಕೊಡಿ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಊಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಇವು ಇರಬೇಕು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ರೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 60 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬರೀ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾರು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನಥಿಂಗ್. ನೋ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. Then only I am going to do that work. If he is saying that if I'm investing 5,000 rupees, I'm getting 3,000 after 10 months, after 2 months, after 1 month, and nobody is going to invest those things. Okay, that's why I'm telling you economic is the best concept, and it is the only one concept we are using everyday life, or every second, every minute of our life. Okay, that's why don't enter the class after whatever the time I mentioned in that group. Okay, you want, you just send me a message, sir, today I'm not attending, please give me attendance. Okay, I'll give the attendance, you don't worry about that. But if you are not understanding, then it is loss for you at the time of examination. See, don't think that you just tell your friends, because 97 members are there, but you are only attending 30 members for the classes. You just tell your friends, if their attendance not in the class, okay, why we are taking these videos, that means here we are going to get your attendance over there. Okay, after, for internals, everyone you are writing the internal, but attending the classes nobody is attending. And tell them this time exam will not cancel. Compulsory, the university is going to conduct the examination based on the online classes. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್, ಏನು ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಒಂಥರ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ನೀನು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಾ, ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರ ಅವಾಗ? ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಡಿಯೋನೇ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರಂತ. ಯಾವನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅವ್ನು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಸರ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೇ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ನೀವು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ಬರ್ಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ಓದಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾವು ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Okay, you have to understand the concept. Based on that, you have to read yourself, you have to understand yourself. This is our professional course. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಡೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ತಾನೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು. ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ನಾನು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, 59 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಎ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 59 ಜನದ್ದು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್, ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್? It's simply now you are copying the things. You are just copying the same things. You can easily understand. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ಬರೋದೇನೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಬರೀತೀರಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. Nothing like that. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, tell your friends, please attend the classes regularly. Okay, and understand the concepts. Clear? Okay, thank you.